Hello everyone, this is the Johnny Cage, and welcome back to part 3 of Let's Play Monster Rancher Advance. Last time we left off, we fought in our first battle, and this time around we're getting ready to prepare in our second one, which, as you could see before there, just a couple months away. And so we're going to do some rigorous training to prepare ourselves for it. As you can see here, we did a grade. I'm not sure if I've mentioned grades yet, but every now and again they'll do grade, and we'll get bonus points, and then you can encourage them or praise them rather, if they did a good job. I think that was just a normal success. Boom! Power up to 6, past the 200 mark, which is good because we're going to need to be there. To be able to pass the D rank, you want to get at least a couple stats. In this case, we're focusing on power and defense. So we're going to want to get both of those to around like 250, 275. That will at least assure us that we'll pass the D rank. You could probably go a little lower than that, and you might be able to get by if the rounds fall in your favor. Some of the bigger guys lose and whatnot, but he's pretty tired out here in January, so we'll let him rest for now. But man, I've just been enjoying. So what have you guys been up to? I've been enjoying the 8-bit summer, playing as many 8-bit games as I can, which means I bought a lot for my Nintendo collection. I just beat the original Castlevania this morning, which is so very similar to the original Ninja Gaiden, but man, is it a lot easier. That final boss in Ninja Gaiden is hard as hell, but Dracula, well, he's tough, but definitely not as bad as what's the guy's name? Jacques? Something like that from the first Ninja Gaiden. He's hard as shit, man. So, Ragnarok looks like he's in good shape. We'll let him rest some more as we prepare. I don't really, my favorite type of monster to raise is one that's good in power, speed, and accuracy. I'm not a huge fan of the power and defense, particularly, because even if you get their stats super high, it's still kind of luck as to whether or not you're gonna win fights, because you still gotta get that one shot in. Oh, and here's something I haven't shown you guys yet: the shop. Look at this guy. Could that guy not look more like a children's version of the item shop guy in Resident Evil 5? Seriously, he completely stands out in this game. And here's a look at some of the items that they have, which are all literally super useless. I've tried to use some of them. Like, forget a monster's 5th trait. Is it that bad? Most of the traits are good, and at least not that bad. Some of the relieve stress. I've used some of these because you get a lot of these just like from fighting battles. You win them in battles. You get them from wild I almost said wild Pokemon. You get them from wild monsters that you end up having to fight sometimes out of the blue, and they're just like, they don't do anything at all. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. You guys might know better than I do. I mean, I'm not super knowledgeable in this game. I do love it, and I've played a ton of it. Even outside of this LP, I've been playing a different file of it and just been trying to get my know-how. There you can compose an item and, make your own little crazy mix. But items are just, I never use them. They're just useless, really, I think. So we're getting ready for our first tournament, or not our first tournament, our second tournament, the Youth Cup. Let's see how we do here, because if we do good here, then we might just go right for the advancement to the C rank at the end of this month, as you saw there on the battle screen. So we got a round robin, which I prefer the round robins much more. And there's look at stats, not so bad. Let's see how we do here. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, he's freaking out! Boom! Fire punch! Bam! Nice. There we go. That's exactly what we want to do. Looks like my power is going to be sufficient. That took off a pretty good chunk of his health there. Bam! Brush punch. I tend to try to stay in close. Your moves that you're in close with tend to have a higher chance of hitting. You got a little shot in there, but bam! Oh, not bam that time, but I got the second shot in. That almost guarantees me the victory right there. All right. Might wanna let up here. Boom! But he missed with that. Nice. Even though he's got 58% on me. Oh well. Yeah, around 29. If I can get up to around 30 for a straight up power and defense monster, that's fine by me. I'll totally take that. Bam! There's another shot. Down to 30. 10 seconds left. I'm just gonna spam fire punch. Come on, give me another one. Yeah, there we go. Damn! Is that his knockout? No, down to 1. Oh my gosh, are you serious? Oh, that's so stupid. Oh my gosh. Can't believe I didn't get the knockout there. Totally wanted it. Which is so much. It's so much fun when you get a straight power and defense monster though, up to like a huge amount of power, and you're ending matches and just straight up like right when you start the match, I'll just do one move just right off the bat, regardless of the percentage of hitting. And if I get that first punch knockout right in the beginning, that's just so satisfying. So let's go with this guy. This guy's one of those more speed type monsters. So we're going to have less of a chance of hitting this guy. Up to 33, looks like right there. Yeah, we're going to miss. Not a big deal though, you know, just try to take things easy. If they get hits in, you know, we've got enough defense that it's not going to matter. They're definitely not going to knock us out at least. Bam, there's a shot right there. That didn't do as much as I would have liked, but did we get that one? No, that was only 29%. I didn't think we were going to get that one. Oh man, so we're really going at it now. These speed guys, these will be your most difficult opponents because you have such a small chance of hitting them. I mean, later on when you get up to the higher ranks, I know you'll be fighting monsters of this sort that you'll only have like a 10% chance of being able to hit them. So, you know, I recommend just trying to get some moves that are, you know, relatively low cost as far as cuts are concerned. Boom, but I'm getting some shots in here though. Oh, time's up. So that's another strategy. I mean, maybe it's a little cheap, but, you know, it's not like you're playing another person. You're playing the computer. If you got a bunch of guts saved up and you're in the last 10 seconds of the match, just spam your moves. And that way they won't be able to get a shot in, and it will let the last 10 seconds go by without a breeze. No worry of them getting in a final shot that might change the outcome of the match in their favor. So we got one of these monsters, these pixie type monsters. I always find to be the easiest. They were the easiest in the PlayStation version too, and they've got a lot of speed. They're hard to dodge, but they're very much intelligent based. So their moves don't do a whole lot of damage, but they take away a lot of your guts when they hit you. So it makes it harder for you to get in shots. But I don't think I've ever had an instance where I've had trouble against one before. But only 3 misses in a row. I guess I am having kind of trouble against this one. But if I stay close, she doesn't even have a move. Oh, when you get close and you see those red bars, that pretty much means that your monsters are like, you know, like grappling with each other more or less. Oh, there, awesome. We got the shot in there. Oh, it's freaking out. Should we go for the shot? No, no dice. No dice. But when you see those bars, you can hit the L or R buttons on your controller, and you will like push off of one another, and you'll go a complete as far back from each other as you can go, so you'll be into those green level moves. Even further back, you can go far back, so there's no moves available at all. And we won this one, just mostly because she didn't get shot in at all. It's a shame though. I really like knocking those ones out. But look at that though, we won all 3 of our matches. Oh, nice. Oh yeah. Oof. Oh my gosh, we won. Wow. I don't know. Maybe it's the luck of doing an LP that you manage to win stuff like this. We get 800 gold for winning it. Get some fame, which means absolutely nothing, but oh well. We'll certainly take it. And we got some experience. Otherwise, life up 24, power up 8. Life I really don't care about for any type of monster, to be honest with you. But that's awesome, and I can't believe that we won that, honestly. I think most of the time I would have not won that, or at least lost a match and had to do like a tiebreaker at the end. But well, let's see, that about does it for this time around. I think next time I think, let's see how far off. Geez, that's pretty far off for the next mini tournament. I think we're just gonna go for the big one, so we'll see you next time where we go for the official championships. All right, we'll see you then.